Hello 12th class, this is your chapter Data Structure Part 2 Stack and lecture number 1. So in the previous class you had studied about linear list. So in this class you will learn about stack. So in this class you will learn that introduction to stack, then why and when do we use stack, after this operation on stack. So introduction to stack. What is stack? That stack is a linear structure implemented in the LIFO manner, that is last in first out, where insertions and deletions are restricted to occur only at one end, that is stack's top. So in this, as I told you earlier, that in stack there is only one and by which you can insert the element, and only that and you will just delete the element. Next is, that is, you understand this diagram, that in the first the stack is empty, then you have inserted the element 32, so 32 will become top now. After this inserted 18, now 18 is top. So if you have deleted one item, so the top will become now 32. Then next top will become 29 because I have added one more element. Now in the last one I have just deleted one element, so it will show you that 29 is a pop. You are popping 29, so now it will show again 32 is top because only one element is left. So you can see in this image that insertion and deletion are just performing only at one end, that is from the top. Okay. So now next is, why and when do we use stack? So this is important, that the stacks are the simple data structures that allow us to store and retrieve data sequentially. Okay, this is a sequence. We implement the stack by sequentially. It is a linear structure. That's why it insert the data in a sequence. There are many real-world use cases for stacks. Understanding them allows us to solve many data storage problems in an easy and effective way. So I just gave you one example in the previous class, that the stack of plates. Okay, so in a restaurant, when the plates are washed, then they will just keep the plate in a order, in a sequence, so that follow a stack. Next is, imagine you are a developer and you are working on a brand new word processor. So you need to create an undo feature allowing users to backtrack their actions until the beginning of the session. So a stack is an ideal fit for this scenario. We can record every action of the user by pushing it to the stack. So when the user wants to undo an action, they can pop accordingly from the stack. Now operation on stack. So there are two operations, that is push and pop. Now what is push operation? The push that adds an element at the top of the stack. Okay, so in this image you can see that there is a stack of A, B, C, D. You want to insert an element E. So the E will become top now. Now the stack will become this one. Okay, E is also inserted. So E will become the top. This is your push operation. Now next is your pop operation. Pop means you have to remove an element from the top of the stack. So when you remove the E from this list, then what will happen? The E will just go out and now this D will become the top. Okay. So this is your pop operation. Now Python program on stack. So this is a program. In this, the first function is empty. So it will check whether the stack is empty or not. Now if top is equal to -1 means none, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So this will check whether the stack is empty or not. Now next is the push operation. It has two parameters, that is stack and top, and the answer is 1. So while loop will check whether the answer's value is 1 or not. So in this loop, till the user wants to enter the value, it will ask. So it will depend on the user that where he wants to exit from the loop. So element, that is E will input enter the element, you have to enter the element, then stack dot append element, append function will add the element in the list. Now top will become top plus equal to 1. Now the value of top gets increased. Now there is an answer variable, it will check that whether a user wants to continue or not. Now in the last you have to return the top. Okay, here this top variable is a local variable, so that you have to return this top variable. Now next is your pop function. So you want to delete an element, so it will check first that whether the list or the stack is empty or not. If it is empty, then it will print the message that stack is empty. Now next is else, that print element. Now stack dot pop, you can also use delete function from the list. Okay, so stack dot pop top, the element will get deleted, and now the value of top will become decreased by 1. Again you have to return the top value, so that every time when the top value get increase or decrease, it will just return the value of top. Now next is transverse. Transverse means it will just display the list, or it will traverse the list one by one. So what this says, this function transverse also has two parameters, that is stack and top. So if it is empty, then message will come stack is empty, else the for loop will run for I in range top to last, means it will first check from the top element, then next, means the loop will run in reverse order. Now if I is equal to top, then the stack of I will become top, else the print stack of I. Okay, now next is the peek function. So this peek function will just tell you the topmost element of the stack, that what is the topmost element now. So if is empty, now it will check whether the stack is empty or not. Again in else part, it will just print the topmost element. So here I have taken this empty list stack, and the value of top is -1, that is none. So this is a while loop, this is infinite loop. So here is your menu, that what do you want to do, that is push, pop, transverse, peek and exit. Now you have to enter your choice. If the choice is 1, then it will call this push function. If the choice is 2, it will call pop function. If the choice is 3, then it will call this transverse function. If the choice is 4, then it will ask for peek function, and if the choice is 5, then it will just break. Now I am going to run this. So what do you want to do? I have pressed 1, so enter the element, suppose 10, enter 1 to continue, enter the element 20. Now next is enter 1 to continue again, enter the element, that is 30. Now next is again you have to check 40. Okay, again 1 to continue, no. Now what do you want to do? So you want to display the list, then just check, enter your choice. So you have to enter that transverse, so it is on the third, press 3, then it will just show you the value, stack elements, that is top. 40 will become top, this is the stack. Now again you have to enter the choice, that is 4, so it will give you the answer, that is topmost element is 40 now. Okay, again what do you want to do? You want to pop the element, then you have to press 2, so it will delete the element 40. Okay, delete the element 40, because here you can see that 40 is the topmost element. Again you have enter your choice, so if you press 2, okay, you have to again not enter the value. I think I have entered the wrong value, that's why it will exit from the loop. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. So this is your program. Now move to your presentation, that is your homework. So in homework you have to write a program that implement a stack. You have to run the same program by your own, okay, and just run it and write down